it's interesting. So as we talked about before, and the amount of money that gets poured into these games, right? And the story elements and that part, even though yes, gameplay rules overall, but they spend all this money on that part and it sucks. The story is and look, I get it. This is what people are gonna say. Well, the name of the name of it is, Justice, Suicide Squad kills the Justice League or whatever it may be. So it's supposed to be edgy, and you're supposed to see your beloved heroes get fucked up.
Don't you love that?
Whose idea was that? That's my question from a creative standpoint. Like, hey, you guys, all these characters that you guys love, right? And really, Suicide, which I never look. I'm okay with villains being cutthroat, right? Like that's whatever to me. But when you have characters like Superman, Batman, I mean, these are characters that are part of the fabric of American culture.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing people want to see, and it's like you're controlling these characters, right? Is the characters that you're controlling pissing on your beloved heroes?
Literal pissing.
Like, yeah, we're not talking like taking a piss. We're like, yeah, we are talking taking a piss, but in a literal sense.
Figuratively and literally.
Yes.
Taking a piss.
Taking a piss. I want to know, and I would love to know whose bright idea that was.
This was meant to be a Superman game. That was the initial idea, was to make a Superman game. I don't know whose idea it was to change from a Superman game to, hey, let's kill the Justice League.
That's such a shift.
Yeah, it's a slight polar shift,
slight deviation, just a little bit of one.
We could have a truth, justice, in the American way. Let's get a proper fucking Superman game going. We've nailed Batman Arkham. Let's get. Oh no! I tell you what. No, why don't we have Captain Boomerang piss on the dead body of the Flash? Make that game.
Ship it.
Yeah. Why don't we have intersectional fucking feminist Harley Quinn lecture Batman before executing him?
Yeah, that's exactly what everybody wants.
Yeah. I know that's what I want.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, whose fucking bright idea that was? And it's like,
well,
I've never seen.
Hold on, before you carry on.
Yeah.
Remember the question that was given at the interview for G4 presenters? Why do we hate Batman? That was one of the questions that the prospective presenters were given by the producers. Why do we hate Batman? And one of the women who went for an interview, didn't get a job, said, why do we hate Batman? And they replied, because he's a rich white guy. This is the mentality. To them, they thought this was amazing. All these archetypes, all these heroes, we're going to fucking topple all of them. Apart from Wonder Woman, she'll die heroically because she's got a vagina. But all the fucking toxic males, particularly the fucking white boys, we're gonna fucking shit all over. We're gonna kill Superman. We're gonna fucking have Batman tied to a bench and then fucking execute him after being lectured to by Harley fucking Quinn, the doggish shite characters the DC has. The Captain Marvel of DC, they just want to make her. No one gives a fuck because she's dog shit. Because she doesn't work in the role that she was meant to. Yeah. Let's just... And they were like, fucking brilliant.
You guys are fucking
Let's get
amazing.
Sweet Baby Inkin. Let's get fucking Sweet Baby Inkin.
They're sniffing all their own farts and all sorts of shit, man. And
they
again,
pat themselves on the back for this. They pat themselves on the back.
That's what makes this thing intriguing because, it has layers to it, okay? Obviously, a game even more so than a comic book, especially because there's a lot more time, a lot more effort, a lot more money that maybe goes into producing that. A lot has to happen. And at no point, and this is how you know you for sure have a leadership position, like leadership problem, excuse me. Because at no point, as they're coming up with this narrative, right? Like, hey, we are going to do a game in which these beloved heroes are fucked. And nobody said, guys, yeah, that's a terrible idea.
Guys, you do know that if we do this, we are damaging the brand. We are damaging the optics on these characters.
And when you consider, like, again, the Conroe situation is like that enough by itself is like, what the fuck? Like, this is the last memory that people are gonna have of Batman in the Arkham, sort of universe.
Mhm.
Not only that, but also with his, with his passing, like that alone to me would have been like, I don't. All right, this is the joke that got away from us. We have to adjust. We have to adjust. You have a leadership problem, and it shows when, despite all those layers, nobody said no.
Well, they got a commie problem for a start.
Well, that's it, right? Because it's like that's the thing that I want people to start considering there as we be it are critical of this, whatever, is the layers, man. Because it's like, yeah, it was a shit idea, but it's a shit idea that had to go through years of development. And at no point in time did someone say, "Nah, bro, that's stupid. That's stupid." So the creatives are retarded. The managers are retarded.
Mhm.
The executives are retarded. Like everybody's retarded and gay, right? Like everybody, like the whole shebang.
You know,
Everybody.
Bethesda boy,
Mhm.
Machine Games boy. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's developers.
yeah. Those are the people
That's
that you.
developers.
Yeah, that's
Now,
still they're all in on it.
yeah.
They're all in on it. They are all in on it, and that can be, I guess, for some people a little depressing because well, if you are coming from, hey, I would love for these guys to turn it around. This is why I'm of the position that it's a pipe dream because it's too infected.
Get
Like
out of
look at what
California.
it's too infected. There's so many layers to it, and they're all fucked up. So even if you were to get a couple of people in there that that you know had their head on the shoulders, how far does that get you? Because the infestation is deep, bro. It's at the root, and everybody's a part of it. And yeah, it can be a little depressing because we're talking about DC, especially with myself and growing up on this stuff, and being very passionate about it. Even I've reached the apathy stage, and me starting the Riververse obviously help with that a lot, right? Where it's like I just don't care
You
care
go
as
through
much.
your own fucking therapy and getting paid for. You're getting paid for it.
Yeah. So I have my way of like being like,
Yeah.
well, it ain't so bad, right? But for the person that's just into this, like I would love for you to seriously consider just how fucked things are. And I don't say that to demoralize you. I say that because I want you to make the adjustment, especially with your expectations.